Oh, these are nice.
Alrighty.
Are these new?
No, I've had them.
I like
Probably
them.
shouldn't cut those with vinyl. I'll get another
These are
piece
for
of.
more, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh
I'll
no,
get the others.
there.
Hi, everybody.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's Sally and Laura's here and Barbara's here. We're all here.
Yay!
And we're going to talk about sewing on vinyl, and then we're going to talk about some pre-cut batting that I found when we were straightening up the store. So I'm like, oh, well, let's talk about these things. So the reason we're talking about the sewing on the vinyl is because in the Sew Steady, I always forget the name, but the club where we're making
Embroidery?
no, not embroidery.
Oh.
Don't help.
Okay, sorry.
Elevate Club, where the ruler work. We're making a bag with clear vinyl, and Barbara was telling me going into like the stadiums and stuff, you have to have clear bags. Yep. So people might like to be able to make a clear bag. So
and they have to be a certain size.
So
really?
she
Yes.
Wow.
the bag that we made on Sew Steady is it's quilted on one side, so it really wouldn't be appropriate for taking it to the stadium.
No, it has to be
But
clear all the
it's
way
a
through.
project bag, so it's got clear vinyl on one side with a zipper and quilting on the other. But why don't you talk about the batting first?
Okay.
And
I can do that.
I'm going to switch to camera 3, so coming in from behind
Okay.
and over that way. I'm sure everybody online is just loving listening to you whistle, honey. Just
So it looks
loving
like
it.
we have
Well,
three
nobody's
different
watching
sizes.
anyway, so what the heck. Just one second, and I will go get. I'm gonna go get you the pair of scissors with the vinyl,
Okay.
because I don't think I want you to cut with those skewers.
Okay.
And also, I'm turning this camera on, so we'll be able to sew if we want.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
Life's cool.
All right. Well, we have pre-cut. I'm gonna take my mask off while I'm talking
fine.
because it's driving me nuts. It makes my nose itch. Okay. So these are pre-cut batting templates. And in here, it looks to be, let's see, there should be 8. Yes, 8 13-inch pre-cut templates. And you'll notice that they're rounded at the corners, and there's a slot cut into all 4 sides. That is so, and you can see that on this little diagram here, or this picture. These slots, that's what you use to make you sew the slots closed like a dart, and then it'll make a nice bowl shape, and I use these a lot. This is to go in the microwave, and I just keep one in the microwave. I have the plate cozy, which is a little bit larger. That's this great big one here. You could also use this for a casserole dish.
That one you can't put in the microwave.
This one doesn't go in the microwave, no, because it's got the Insel Bright on it. So this is just a
Casserole.
casserole carrier. Oh yeah, you'll get fireworks.
That would be like, yeah, exciting microwave
Early 4th
action.
of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the large bowl cozy. I like this one. Oh, this one. Oh, I don't know that I have this one. Because look how nice and tall that is on the side.
You can
Let's
also
see
use
if I
a
can
fry
zoom
screen.
in. I'm gonna try and zoom in so that
I can do this.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
Okay. But look how tall this is right here. That's pretty nice.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
And that
Don't burn your
means that
fingers.
these are deep. These wedges are deep. So when you bring them together,
It
you can
makes
see
a
it
deep
creates
collar bowl.
a
So
taller
even
bowl.
though it's
so
a
the dart. So this one has a shallow dart. You can see that.
So it's
when
for
you
a
bring
short
those
bowl.
together, it's just like for a soup plate. I call it a soup plate.
Okay.
This one, however, nice big dart. That's going to make a substantial wall that you can place a bowl on the inside of it. So this is a large bowl cozy.
So what would you do? Would you cut fabric and kind of quilt it to that piece of fabric, to that batting, and then like cut it to the shape of it, and then sew the dart in, and then put binding around it? Is that how you would do that?
I don't know. I didn't put binding around it. I think what I did,
Does it say to do?
no, you cut out the square of fabric. It matches the size of this because you have 2 pieces of the pre-cut batting per bowl cozy. So you're going to stitch all the way around to stitch your fabric on there. Then you cut out the darts, cut out the little areas. Then you sew the dart in place, and you do that to each side. You can quilt it if you need to. I don't find it's truly necessary, especially on the smaller ones. Then you put them right sides together and sew around them, leaving an opening to turn it.
Okay, so it
And then
says
you
on.
top stitch it.
Okay, so this is
If
what
I
it says
recall
on these
correctly.
instructions.
It's been 6 months.
It has
I forgot.
instructions right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's see. What
Right
does it say?
here.
Yes, it has
It
instructions right on
says, place the
Okay.
pre-cut microwave cotton batting on the wrong side of a 15-inch square of fabric.
Correct.
Using 100% cotton thread, we have that here.
Mm-hmm.
Quilt the fabric to the batting as desired. Then fold and stitch the darts a 1/4 inch away from the cut edge of the batting.
Mm-hmm.
Trim out the excess fabric. Repeat with the second
it right.
15-inch square.
Now this one is a 13-inch square for the small or the standard size microwavable.
Do you use 2 pieces of
Yes, one for each.
Yes,
one for each side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And then you're just going to, after you have them quilted
Put right
and the
sides
darts put
together. And stitch around the outer edge, leaving an opening for turning. Well, that's always smart.
Yeah, because if you don't
You know,
leave
if
an
you don't
opening
leave it
for
an
turning-
opening, you really can't
And
turn
then you'd
it.
have to have
And
a-
I find it difficult to turn.
you'd
I
have to have
like-
a magic wand.
I like using these because I like the bowl cozies and the plate cozies in the microwave. They wash and launder really well, although I will say that they do tend to flatten out after they've been laundered. They don't keep the sharp sides that they used to have. The plate cozies,
Don't
anyway.
microwave for more than 6 minutes, it says. I bet I know what happens when you do.
Well, and another thing, you cannot use them to microwave popcorn.
No, that's too long.
Really?
Well, popcorn's only 3 minutes.
Why would you want popcorn going all over your microwave?
No, the microwave bags of popcorn.
Oh, okay.
If you put the microwave bag, because sometimes I grab the bag and the bag is really hot. So I thought, well, I'll put it on top of one of these things and that'll be perfect. No. The heat is too concentrated in the bottom of that microwave popcorn bag. It catches on fire. I
Oh,
had a
that's nice.
fire in the microwave and it melted my bowl cozy. So what I had to do was take
Oh, no, I
another
would-
piece of fabric and stitch it over the top to hide the burn mark.
I have another package where you can make more bowl cozies.
I cheated.
I would have done the popcorn and then put it in the bowl after you took it out.
I stitched another piece of fabric over
My
the top
popcorn
of
had
the
already
burn
been
mark.
burned, and so I had to put it in the sink and turn on the water.
I got a better, just don't eat popcorn.
Well, I do my popcorn on the stove now.
I love popcorn, but I can't eat popcorn, but I love popcorn.
Yeah, I don't eat it very
Oh,
often,
man.
but sometimes that'll be dinner, you know.
You know, I should really make a few of these because it would be nice to have them.
Well, and they make
I have-
great gifts.
Oh, that's true. Well, we only have a few of these. If anybody wants to come and buy the rest of them.
Well, I keep one above the microwave. I have 2 or 3 of them up there above in the cabinet above
Uh-huh.
the microwave. And then I keep one inside the microwave all the time so that when I put something in, I put it inside the
Inside.
cozy I do the microwave, whatever it is, and then when I take it out, I
You're
can just
not
take
gonna
out
burn
the
your
cozy and
hands.
it's not gonna be hot.
Well, that's a nice idea.
I love them. And then I just throw it in the washer when it gets dirty, like if something boils over or something.
Imagine
And then I
that.
take one down from the top and put it
another one
in there.
And don't use scraps of batting.
No,
Just
Batting
use-
has glue in it and it'll
I mean,
catch
these
on
are
fire.
specifically made to use in the microwave.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
this is
use
100%.
this.
There's no
You have
glue
to
in
use
this
wrap
one.
and zap.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or this, because this is gypsy quilter.
Yeah, they
I
would make
believe
it.
it
But,
says.
but it's 100% cotton. It doesn't
With no
have
glue.
it doesn't have the glue in it. It's needle felted together. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's needle felted together, so that's what holds the fibers. It doesn't have the glue in it. You need to use 100% cotton fabric and 100% cotton thread, because when it goes in the microwave, the cotton will conduct the heat evenly. It's a natural fiber. It
It's not
won't
gonna melt.
interfere with the microwave.
If you use
Yeah.
polythread, does it just melt away?
It could melt, or it could create fumes from the polyester
Yeah.
that would contaminate whatever you're eating.
Lovely.
I haven't tried that,
Great.
so I don't know.
Yeah. So you want to make sure you use cotton.
Yes,
Okie dokie.
yes. And you quilt it with the cotton thread. I mean, everything
Yes.
associated with this.
So this
100%
would be a
cotton.
good way for me to practice my ruler work too.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Now, notice that this one has Insulbright on it.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
So this one's shiny, this one has Insulbright, this one does not go in the microwave. So with this one, you have 2 layers of batting and 1 layer of Insulbright. This is a casserole carrier, and it's a little rectangular. It has the nice darts on the sides, but it will hold a casserole dish. It's good to take to a potluck. I like, when I'm going to somebody's house and I have to take a dish, I like using these casserole carriers because it gives me something to hang on to when I'm putting it into the car, especially if I don't have a lid on whatever it is. Another thing is, if you have a really nice casserole that has a nice lid to it, you can use this on the inside of the casserole dish, then place your lid right side down, and it'll keep it from shifting around on your shelves. It won't chip.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I use
And
those
then
a
you
lot for that
and then
too.
you have it. You know where
And
it
then
is.
you know where it is, so
when
you
you're
can
going to
use
use the casserole dish
Correct.
and go and take it somewhere. Very good idea.
Yes.
Huh.
And what I've done a couple of times is I've used just a standard, Corel casserole dish.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. And then I make use really nice fabric on this to make the casserole carrier. Put something nice in the casserole, and that whole thing becomes a present. It's a really nice housewarming gift.
Oh, that's nice. If you want
I
to
did pull apart rolls.
Oh,
Monkey
okay.
bread where you
Uh-huh.
take the
Yep.
and you roll it in cinnamon
Uh-huh.
sugar and
Yep.
stick it all together. That works really well.
So you make the pull apart rolls in the casserole dish.
Yep.
You put it in. You make the
Now you don't
Hot.
bake it in this.
well, no, I know.
Well, I mean, you
But
put this in the microwave. You can cook
Right.
while it's in there, but this one
this
comes
you
in
don't,
after
right?
the oven.
But so then you could take it and give it as a gift, and then they get to keep the whole thing.
yes,
Dish, monkey bread, and the
and the casserole
casserole
carrier.
carrier.
Yes.
Cool.
And another thing that it's not shown on here, but I like to put little handles on the ends. And I just
Oh.
do that with strapping.
Okay.
And I just strap the handles on the ends, and easy peasy.
Well, you know what would be another neat thing to do, and I think it would not be so hard to do, would be to design a little strapping system that went across and strapped the lid on
Oh, you
the
could
casserole.
do that. You could. You just make the
Make the
handles a little
handles go
longer, so it loops over the
across.
top. It loops
Exactly.
over the top,
and would hold the lid on.
and then you can make a separate little handle here that you could just use to pick up.
Yeah, I think that would be really neat.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I'd go all the way under.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I just go on one side. I don't go through both layers, but I just
Yeah.
go on one side, and I sew
Yeah,
the big loop,
and that's both your
Yeah.
handles.
and that's both
But
the handles,
we
but I
should
didn't
make
think
some
about
sort
making
of
them long enough to cover the top.
the top, and then maybe like a
A little mini handle on
Mini-
each side that you could grab, and the two
Or
longer
just a-
handles that cover the top. the
yeah,
lid.
and then hook
On the-
together so
Yeah, on
that
the side you can do it and put Velcro on it so it doesn't
yeah,
come
so it
apart.
hooks together, and then you can have it as a
Yeah,
handle.
what do
so-
we got here? Like Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, and George Washington Carver all rolled up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't. Are you
And
jealous
Mickey Mouse.
because you didn't think of it? Yeah, Mickey Mouse back there.
I think I actually made one like that one time, about 20 years ago.
I think I still
Well,
have
they
mine
work
I
really
made
well.
for Surger class.
Well, and I really liked it. And the people that I gave the casserole dishes to, they really liked the cover.
Neat.
Yeah, and it's funny because I gave away 3. 2 people came back returning the dish, but not returning the cover.
What cover? I don't remember any cover.
Cover after they
Oh, I lost
it. They got separated.
It got lost.
I just thought
Oh, that was that. That you brought that cover? I don't remember that.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting that they would feel compelled to bring back the dish, but not the
That's
cover.
funny.
The third
that's
person
funny.
knew that she could keep everything. So.
That's cool. Okay. Well, why don't we'll pass that over to the other table, and then let's talk about making things with
Vinyl.
the vinyl.
Okay.
Now,
Now this is a pretty heavyweight vinyl, and it's got paper on the back of it, so you can see. I'm going to see if you can see this. So here's the clear vinyl. Where do I need to go? Okay. So my fingers are underneath the clear vinyl. You see I'm rolling it back. See? Okay, there you can see the glare. So, and I'm leaving the paper on the vinyl so that I can sew on it.
because I think the vinyl will stick if you push the vinyl on the table. Does it drag on the table if you turn it
A
upside
little
down? A little bit.
Yeah, it does drag a little bit. It
Oh.
especially
Honey, can you
sticks
adjust the
to
camera, please, for me?
plastic, bobbin case cover.
What in the world?
To
you
the
doing
bobbin
there?
cover, it really sticks. It doesn't want to move. To the metal plate, it drags a little bit. But with the paper, it doesn't stick to anything. So leave the paper attached. We're upside down.
Yeah, I know. It's on here somewhere.
All the blood's rushing to my head.
It's not good when she's had a cold or flu. It says rotate.
Well, how would that be rotating?
There you go. I feel so much better now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm
happened?
just in the dark.
Something came unplugged. There you go. It's on.
Okay.
Now I'm upside down again though. There you go.
There you go.
Okay,
All right,
that's
I
good.
won't touch anything else.
Okay. So
The cool
again,
thing that that they showed this morning, I thought, was when she put the zipper in, she put the zipper in the middle of the vinyl and did not cut the vinyl until she put the zipper all the way in. So then she slit the vinyl after she put the zipper in, which I thought was genius.
Yeah.
Because then you've got the zipper in perfectly. You don't have to adjust the sides or anything. It's perfect.
Well, you don't have to worry about any stretching or anything.
No,
I mean,
exactly.
the vinyl doesn't really stretch, but
But still,
it can get misshapen.
but still, and your edges, when you have two pieces of fabric, the edges might not line up.
Right? Right.
Same with the vinyl. So if you don't want the paper underneath there, you could measure from the sides, for instance. Here's a.
Now, does the cloth have a Teflon foot?
Does
Yes.
Okay. Can you find it for her, please?
Maybe.
Ouch.
Laura.
No,
It's a white one, isn't it?
No, it's not white. Cloth is gray.
Oh,
So come over to camera 3 for a second and let's show them something.
Okay.
So if you came on the back of that paper, turn it over to the paper side.
Okay.
You could draw the line like where you were gonna put the zipper in.
Okay, I'm gonna borrow
Use
your little
Okay,
ruler.
all right.
And we're gonna say, I'm
Say
gonna,
where you're gonna,
Thank
put it in the
you.
middle. Put it in the very center of the vinyl.
okay.
Which way do you wanna put it? Up and down or right across? Wherever
We'll
you
do
wanna
up
do
and
it.
down.
Okay.
And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9. So we'll call this 4.5-ish. It's close. Alright, so here's where I would put my zipper.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a long zipper.
So say you don't wanna even put it all the way to the edges and you just wanna put it in a square in the middle.
Yeah,
All right. So draw a little square in the middle of that. This is a theory. I haven't tried it. Always on Ramblin' Thursday, we're trying something that we haven't done.
okay, so I'm gonna put a box that's 1/2 inch larger than this zipper area. And then I need to turn this around. I can do the other side. Oops, I went too far on this side. Oh no, it
Doesn't
didn't.
matter, we're gonna have to take that out anyway. I mean, we're gonna
Okay,
delete it. Well,
so,
this zipper is gonna be too short for this, for that box, I think,
oh,
but,
well, you know what? I can redraw the box.
okay.
I'm
Or you
good
can
at
put-
pretending.
You could put, some squares of fabric on the end of the zipper
Okay,
to pretty it up, probably.
okay.
Because if we're not gonna go all the way to the ends, and we're just gonna put it in the middle, say we're just gonna put that in the middle of the box, we might want the ends of the zipper kind of pretty, don't you think?
I think so.
Okay, that's my idea. That's what I think.
Okay. This is where my pretty ends. Now I saw something, and she did it differently on the ends of the zippers. I'm trying to think now what she did. 'Cause it was really interesting.
I saw something too, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, because
I
she
think
sewed it.
it.
Sewed it on one way and then
then
you just
folded
folded
it
it
over.
back. Yeah, I think we're thinking of the same thing,
Yeah,
but I don't remember
which,
how it went.
how you did it.
We probably should have looked that up before we started
Probably.
rambling.
Well, yeah,
But that's not what we do.
no, we don't roll that way.
No.
No. Why would we do that?
All right. So here we have our zipper.
There's the little scissors, and there's that.
So, all right. I'm gonna cut this off so that it's square. I guess I don't have to. I could just sew it across. But anyway, there's my zipper.
but it's on vinyl, so we're gonna see it. That's the only thing.
Okay.
All right.
So what did she do? Because she did
I
that
don't
and then
remember.
folded it back. Don't remember. It wasn't overly complicated. In
No.
fact, I remember thinking, wow, that's really smart.
Yeah.
And now I can't remember what it was.
Of course not.
you'd have to go back and look at the,
Yeah, but I don't remember where I saw the video. You think I would keep notes on that kind of stuff?
go in your did you do it on your computer?
Yeah.
Go into your history.
Well, if you kept notes on it, somebody'd probably ban you from wherever you
Okay, that's a joke. We use a messaging system here called Telegram.
Or we used to.
You just go out
Yeah.
and
Well, the rest of us
The
still.
rest of us still
you
do.
can. I was
gonna
trying
say,
to use
I
it to
don't do
send a
that.
message.
You want to
and
get
it
a hold
told
of me, you better message me.
Well, I was trying to use Telegram to message over my tip sheet for Biking Club this Saturday, and I got a message from Telegram that said I have been banned. I don't know what I did to be banned, but I am no longer a viable user of Telegram. I don't know.
And she's not allowed to use it
But then
anymore.
I explained to her that Telegram is like the preferred method of communication for drug traffickers and things, because Telegram is one of the.
Yeah, remember, check and see what Jeffrey's been doing.
But it was. I think it's Yolanda Vargas.
Oh,
I
probably.
think that's
Probably.
I think that's the thing.
Don't say that name out loud.
Oh, yeah.
I might
Yeah.
pick up on it and they'll come in here looking for it.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do it this way because I don't remember what she did. But it was
Okay,
really
let's do it
slick,
now.
and I remember when she pulled it back.
I just don't remember.
I don't
I think
either.
it was.
It's driving me
yeah.
nuts. Because,
Don't worry, it'll wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You won't be able to go back to sleep.
oh, that's not good. But,
Somebody's watching it.
and they know what I'm talking about. But, oh, she lined it up like this, I think, and sewed across. Okay, let me try this. I could be wrong. I'm gonna try it.
Hold on, let me switch cameras.
Okay.
There we go.
So I'm just putting the end of this together and putting my fabric right over the top. And I'm just gonna sew straight across.
I'm missing a remote. Oh, it's over there.
Go
Right
backwards.
It's fine. I'm fine without it.
Okay.
Okay, all the way off. All the way off on this side.
Now you can sew across zipper teeth as long as they are the plastic
Right.
or the vinyl.
And then when you open that
Not
up,
the hard plastic, but the
Nylon.
nylon.
Nylon, yeah.
That's the word. Nylon.
and now when you fold this back, it's nice and pretty. And the end of your zipper is secure, so now I'm not gonna run off the edge when I close the zipper. So I don't need to worry about having a zipper stop like this. I can make the zipper any length I want. Although this is close to what she did, but not exactly what she did. If I remembered who she was, you could look
Can't
it up,
even-
but
yeah.
I don't remember. Okay. And then you can have this to where you fold over this end.
And fold in the sides too.
Yeah, normally your sides get trimmed onto whatever you're sewing.
Yeah, but
it
we're not going to
into.
be doing
We're not
that because this is kind of like a bound buttonhole. So, but anyway.
Okay, well, we can fold these in. I'm gonna finger press it. Fold it in on this side and finger press it. I didn't get it dead square in the middle, but it's pretty close.
It's good enough.
Good enough for Yolanda Vargas. And then we'll fold the end down. We'll fold the whole thing over. And it makes a pretty little end on our zipper. I'm going to go ahead and sew this one in place now. Just top stitch it. Oh, I thought I was.
Pardon me.
I'm stuck. Okay, I don't know why it was stuck. Let me try again.
Would the vendor be so much more?
I'm sorry?
The vendor for the zipper tag. Do you know what the vendor is that put on YouTube?
No, I
It
don't.
wasn't a vendor.
Yeah, it was just
It
some
was
lady.
just a teacher.
Yeah.
It wasn't a vendor.
Right. It might have been Shabby
could've-
Fabrics. I think I may have seen
Or it
that.
could have been, what's the name?
It wasn't Jordan.
No,
It
Okay,
could have
just- oh, I'm
been,
getting stuck there. That's what my problem is. Hold on.
I bet you it was Shabby Fabrics.
it could have been, what's her
Come on,
name?
why is
Who
why
taught
am I
here?
stuck?
She
All right.
posts sometimes.
My thread was getting caught on my spool pin, so that was my problem.
Could have been Carolina or Debbie Baker.
I'm thinking it was Shabby Fabrics.
Could have been. But I don't watch Shabby Fabrics, so
But
I don't
mean,
think it's
It
that.
could have been several different people, because I'm
Right.
sure it wasn't just one. But, where am I? Okay, I'm just gonna start at the edge.
If it was somebody who watches, you can tell us it was you.
And then you can tell us what we're doing wrong. Like, not being able
everything.
to get this through there. All right. Down and pivot. And you don't have to go back and forth on this part because it's already been stitched once. And I have my glasses on, I can't, oh, there it is. I need to go reverse one stitch. Ah! And I need to stop with the needle down.
And where are your glasses?
They're in my cubby. That's okay. I've got it. Okay, not the prettiest job, but I blame the fact that I don't have my glasses. But you can see, I didn't tuck that in appropriately. I'm going to cut that off. There we go.
You'll never know.
They'll never know. Okay, so now I've got a pretty little tab on the end of my zipper, and it's nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite end. So you want to put it just before your zipper pull, your zipper closure. And I'm just going to sew it down. And I sew slower over the zipper teeth
I do too.
because I want to make sure that I'm not going to break the needle.
You don't want it flying at you.
Right. And you definitely want to make sure that you are clear of the
That
zipper
pull, 'cause
stop.
it's metal.
Right. Okay, so there I've sewn that down below the zipper stop. I can put this all the way up, cut my threads. Okay. And then I'm going to take the sides, fold them over, and I would finger press them, or you could take them to the ironing board and really press it. That would work. And both sides.
You could put a glue stick, a little bit of glue stick
Glue
on it,
stick
and
would
it'll-
work too, yeah, good idea. Alright. And then you're gonna fold it over. Now here I'm running into a problem because my fabric is just slightly too short and I'm gonna hit the zipper stop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim off this extra fabric here.
Good plan.
I
There's
did
always
this
a
on
way to
purpose
pivot.
to let them know what
You
to
can
do
change
if they run
stuff.
into this situation. We'll say it was on purpose.
Yeah.
And now you can fold the end over and bring it exactly to where you need it to be. Like so. And you do the same thing. We're going to stitch it down.
Of course, on that end where the zipper stop is, you don't necessarily have to sew it across where the zipper stop is, you know.
Right, true. But I want it to look pretty on both
Yeah.
sides.
And the same on both sides.
Right. Okay. So I can feel that my zipper stop is over here.
So we're
we'll,
safe.
We'll clear of it.
And we're not gonna hear a,
We're not going to learn any new words.
and no words are gonna be said in front of a 3-year-old child.
Yeah. I have a story about that, but I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
My cousin said, one of the kids said a bad word at school,
Uh-oh.
and he told the teacher, well, so-and-so says it. One of the adults at home.
Yeah.
Well, he says it.
My mom says that all the time.
Why isn't it okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I have a similar thing. I was driving, and this truck cut me off really hard.
Oh, that's
Almost
when I
forced me off the freeway. And my son, who was just this sweet little thing, was in the car seat next to me. I'm taking him to kindergarten
Uh-huh.
or preschool. And I was like, ew, ew, ew. And I had to try and think of a nice word
Uh-huh.
to vent my feelings about this
Uh-huh.
truck, so I called him a jerk. And my son thinks about this. Mind you, this is a 4.5-year-old little boy. And he says, that car a jerk, Mommy? And I said, yes, that car was a jerk. He goes, oh, him not a, insert expletive, him a jerk. I guess I hadn't learned my lesson quite soon enough. But he was able to make the distinction between the two.
Okay. Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we would do, I think, is cut the. We would want to cut the paper, cut a hole in the paper, so we would trim the paper out in that little hole. No, with paper scissors. Yeah, good job.
Well, I wouldn't use cloth scissors on paper. That's
Some
taboo.
people around here do.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's a criminal offense.
Yeah. So,
But I need to be careful where I'm taking the paper out.
yeah, just take the paper out because we just want to sew the zipper in. But we don't want to have paper under the zipper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that'd be hard to
okay.
take it out. Is my thought.
Okay.
But this way,
Scoring the paper to get it to where it will peel up.
but
Ooh,
we'll
and I
leave.
did that without cutting the
Awesome.
vinyl.
That's awesome.
All right. So, taking the paper out. My vinyl is unscathed.
And do you want to put the zipper on top or underneath? Do you think?
I don't
I
know.
like the zipper underneath rather than zipper on top. My personal
Like
opinion.
this?
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't really like a zipper on top.
Okay,
So then you're just gonna sew, put
Down
on. I don't know if you feel like you need to use a zipper foot or if you need to, if you can use that vinyl foot.
Or she could use a 1/4 inch foot.
Let's use the vinyl foot.
So you could use the whichever foot you prefer.
Well, I'm going to use the vinyl foot because
Now remember, this has not been tried before. I mean,
Not
it
by
was
us.
done, not by us anyway.
Let's
Which
qualify
means
that.
absolutely nobody here knows what the heck they're doing.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
But she
Okay.
did do this this morning.
We saw
I
it
did
done
watch
once.
it done. What's
we saw
her
it
name?
done once on YouTube.
What's her name?
Okay, so
Donnell
I am
did it
going
this morning,
to-
but she did it all the way on a whole long zipper, not like this.
All right.
Not exactly like this.
Well, I'm going to use the edge of my foot on the edge of the zipper, and I'm going to move my needle.
What size hole does it have in it? Normal size.
Can you hand me that remote over there so I can zoom in?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to move my needle all the way over. All right, and this is a 9mm machine, so I can move this over 4.5 millimeters.
Oh, and increase your stitch length to about a 3 or 3.5.
Okay.
So you're not making
There's a 3.5.
because you don't want to have the
Tiny holes in the vinyl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want tiny holes in the vinyl.
no,
All
you
right.
do not. Otherwise, it's just gonna make a.
I'm not getting it on the
What would you
foot.
call that?
It would make a perforation.
It'll perforate.
It'll just
will come
perforate
apart.
and just all tear
Yeah.
out.
Okay. See, with this vinyl foot, it sews super easy on the vinyl. It doesn't stick at all.
And it's not dragging on the back.
No. Now I'm going to stop with the needle down, close my zipper.
What do you think? I kind of like
I
it.
think that's pretty cool. Oh, except I can't open my zipper.
Yes, you can.
Lift your foot up.
Okay, you're expecting I know where that is.
There you go.
Alright. Except, ooh, alright, so I'm gonna use my scissors. to
Here's a
kind of
pen. Here's a pen if you.
Push this
If we had
down.
gotten
There
a
we
still-
go. There we
You'd
go.
use your stiletto if you were smart enough to have gotten one before you said.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
That's
If we
the
were smart enough to have gotten one.
qualification.
Yep. That's a big if. So the paper is keeping it from dragging on the
Sewing
table,
surface.
sewing surface, and the Teflon foot is doing its magic.
Alright,
Great, good job, honey.
I'll have to get me
there
one
we
of those.
go.
All right, so now all you have, and I would maybe do a second row of stitching.
I can't do that.
Okay, all right.
Because I don't have a way of moving the zipper head since I'm
All right.
closed on both sides.
So now what you want to do is cut the
Cut the vinyl?
vinyl.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go from the side of the zipper that's open, I think, and then I'm gonna just gently poke that
Oh,
through
wait,
there.
hold on a second. It's-
You want me to do it over here?
No, you're good. I zoomed away.
Okay.
So
I'm
you were just sliding. You just slid the. You just used that like a
Yeah, I'm
knife.
just using it like a knife, and I'm going in between the zipper teeth. And it goes through really nicely. And now I can grab the zipper head and push it down a little more. Let's see. Or actually, since I've got it slit now, I can take my scissors and just cut right inside where that box goes.
And then you can just trim it out close to the stitches. What do you think? I think it's neat. And then I would stitch it probably just around the outside of the box, the out edge of the paper box. Right at the edge of the paper box is how I'd stitch it, I think.
Okay, let me get it trimmed out.
Right, after
Then-
you've trimmed out.
Then you can tell me how you want me to stitch it,
Or-
because
Stitch it however you think you'd stitch it. I just think it needs a second layer of
Yeah.
stitches to hold the zipper nice and firm, rather than just have one layer.
I think that's a good idea. And I think it might be easier if I'd have done the further away one first. Instead of the close-up one first, although trimming it may be difficult. This trims out pretty nicely because I can just use that tension.
I think doing the close one first kind of gives it a nice trim, though.
It does. And so now I would go on the outside of that. What I'm going to do is leave the foot in the same space, and I'm going to move my needle.
Move the needle over, and then you just
Yeah.
get a nice even amount.
Right.
And now it's easy because you can move your
Now I can move the zipper head
Right.
very easily. Now I moved the needle 1.5 millimeters. No, 1 millimeter. So that wasn't a lot.
So you can play with it. I mean, this is
I think I'd move it a little more. 'Cause
okay. A little too close.
Yeah,
All right.
It's okay.
just kind of right
It's
on
good for
top
now.
of where it was, but that's
All
all
right.
right.
Okie dokie.
Just maybe you want it right on top of where it was.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, it depends on what you want it to look like.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what you want to make, you can put this on top of a quilted panel and make a pouch.
I didn't trim this one spot quite close enough, it was getting stuck. I had a little,
You have an incident?
I had a strand.
Okay, a strand.
And so, but yeah, look at how nice that opened. That works really well.
So then you'd take your paper off and you would have just a zipper in the middle of
And then you could,
your vinyl.
Look at that.
Now, what you could do is you could, depending on the size, you could roll that and
make a little bag.
make a little bag and put binding around the edges and just make a little pouch.
Yeah,
Or you could put it on the top of a piece of fabric. Like we have that white fabric there underneath there. You can put it on top of a piece of fabric
okay.
and then you would have a piece of fabric on the back of it. Like such. Whatever you wanted to do.
Yep, see, then all you have to do is,
And just bind the edges.
Yeah. I could do that. Now here I put it back in the middle, my needle. There we go. And I'm just going to use the edge of my foot with the edge of the vinyl.
That sews pretty nicely.
It does. And the thing about this that's nice is you can trim it after you've sewn it. You don't have to trim it in advance. One stitch to there. There we go, perfect. Now you'll notice that I'm not using any pins or anything on the vinyl.
Because you don't want to put holes in it. So if you
I don't
need,
wanna
you have
put
to
any
use-
more
you
holes.
want to use clips. Use Wonder
Yeah.
clips or whatever your favorite brand of clips are.
Right.
We use the Wonder clips here, but
But actually, I'm finding that the vinyl isn't shifting around. It's staying pretty well.
that's why you have to have paper or something underneath it. Otherwise, it's going to stick to your table.
Well, it
Yes.
sticks to the plastic.
The plastic,
So yeah,
yeah.
the plastic, it sticks to that a lot.
Then you could just do a rollover binding, actually, probably. If you know, depending on what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that's pretty clever. And now you have the zipper opening. You can get in there for your little bag. And you could do a rollover binding with this. I could leave it, there's enough room there. You just top stitch that down. I can do that if you want me to.
No, whatever you want to do.
But I mean, I can show them how to do that.
Okay.
So
Alright.
you would cut off the fabric so that you have 1/2 inch or whatever. I didn't cut that straight, not even close.
We won't tell.
You've been
This is a
sick.
good example because it's, you see the precision that you have to use to make these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
highly precise.
right. Well, and I do rollover binding on my quilts because
Are you using my paper scissors on fabric?
Yeah.
It's not going to ruin the paper scissors.
I am using paper
Those are
scissors.
my paper scissors.
No, oh,
I don't
I'll
mess with your
contraire.
fabric scissors.
They are my paper scissors. Do they not say Sally on the side of them?
These do not.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Oh, well.
There's a reason.
Okay, so now I have straight edges, and all you're gonna do, you're gonna take, excuse me, you're gonna take the fabric and fold it up to the edge of the vinyl,
And then roll it again.
and then you fold it over the edge of the vinyl, and that's it. And now we're gonna top stitch this.
So could you take a bag like this into the stadium? Like that clear plastic like that? Clear on one side and, no, it has to be clear all the way through. Okay.
That way they can see it
Okay.
because they want to see everything. A year ago, you used to be able to take plastic bags from the grocery store,
Uh-huh.
but you couldn't see inside,
Okay, when you get
which
to the
didn't
corner.
make sense to me.
When you get to the corner, you fold this edge, the double fold, just like we just did. Rotate your fabric, find the edge of your vinyl, fold this down, fold the triangle down, and then take the edge, fold it to the edge of your vinyl. Oops, I lost my triangle.
And this part, I would use a glue stick.
I usually use a clip
Yeah.
on this part. You're gonna fold this over. So you have, this is where your miter's gonna come in,
Yeah.
is right here. And you're gonna fold this over. I'm sorry that my hand is in the way, but I'm gonna fold this over. And it forms the miter in the corner. This isn't forming a perfect miter because this side is much wider than the other one.
And You could use the mitered binding tool if you wanted to do your corners.
Yeah. And we're gonna fold this over.
Those work great.
And then you just keep going and you just keep folding this in half and folding it over and put it in place. Now I'm going to, again, this is a really narrow edge on this side. Normally I would leave a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch.
Yes.
On my quilts I leave 1 inch. This is gonna be really tiny.
What I would do is sew it up to that.
What I would do is just say goodbye.
I'd
Thank
sew
you
it.
for
I'd sew it all
watching.
the way across, and then cut off the thread, and then come back and turn it.
Well, you could, but,
Because my fingers don't like to do that.
well, mine don't either, but we're gonna make it work.
She is gonna make it happen so that when you come in this store, you can say, "Can I see that bag that Laura made on Ramblin' Thursday?" And we'll say, "Yeah, it's right here.
Here it is.
Here it is."
So I don't know what bag you're talking about.
You threw that thing out the window.
I can't believe how easy it was with that zipper in the middle there.
Yeah.
That's real little.
It is very little. This is only a 1/2 inch, so you're really getting less than a 1/4 inch on this edge.
Yeah.
But again, I was not
It's
being
an
super precise when I was cutting
It's
it.
an assortment of sizes.
It is. So, if you were doing this at home, you would want to measure so that
And make
you
sure
have
it's all
your-
the same
And
sizes all
thick
around.
how thick is this vinyl?
It's pretty heavy gauge. I don't remember.
6 mil or something like that. It feels like. I mean,
Yeah, it feels like a good.
it feels like a nice substantial weight. All right, so not quite the last corner, but I'm going to find the edge of my vinyl. I'm going to fold that triangle over.
We have it.
Go on.
It's 58 inches, I think,
Work with me.
wide. It's on a
There we
roll.
go.
You buy it by the
Roll.
yard. No, not by the roll.
And then we're going to fold this in half, like so.
It's premium clear vinyl.
We're going to crease and fold the whole
I
thing
do
up
not
and in
know.
half over here.
Let me see if I can
And again,
tell.
it doesn't make a perfect miter because it's not the same width. If it was the same width on both edges, it would make a perfect miter. Then when you get one stitch into that corner, you rotate it and keep on going.
16 gauge.
Oh, this is a really fast way to finish off a quilt too. I mean, I can do a king size quilt in an hour. All right, now when you're at this end, you want to, I always have my folds going in the same direction, and that's why I don't start at the corner.
Well, yeah.
This is-
If you start at the corner, you take it and throw it away.
Yeah, well, it'd be too difficult.
Yeah.
So I still have my edge. I'm gonna find the edge of my vinyl. I'm gonna create my triangle, and then I'm gonna fold this down so it's in half, and then fold it over again, and that's what gives me my mitered corner. one more. There we go.
And there we
And
are.
then you just tuck these edges under.
And just remember when you're sewing on vinyl, remember to lengthen your stitch length so you're not creating a pad for tearing off pages.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna trim out my threads on the back. I've got quite a few little threads there. That's it.
What you could do with
Great.
this is put your zipper up at the top, make it bigger, and put your projects in it.
Yeah,
you
well, you
can
could do
see.
the zipper all the way across like Danelle
Yeah.
did on the project bag.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool that you could actually just do the
Yeah.
You
the
put the
zipper just in the
anywhere.
middle.
Well, and you know what? Even in the middle like this is good for all kinds of stuff. That
Oh
you
yeah,
just
you can
wanna,
put tools in it.
Yeah.
put your tools, put your makeup, whatever you want in here. You can see through that vinyl.
It's really nice vinyl.
It's very nice, and it's very flexible. So, it doesn't feel brittle at all. It's very nice.
It's by Annie vinyl.
Well, Annie did a good
Danny
job on
did a
her
very
vinyl.
good job of the vinyl.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of not taking the paper off until you're, totally through.
Well, no, that's very good because you can see it slides around okay on the needle plate.
Uh-huh,
When I
but
get over the bobbin case
it
cover,
just sticks.
it sticks like crazy. The plastic on plastic does not work.
No.
Okay.
So the paper, leaving it on is a good idea. I like that little bag.
I think it's super cute.
Yeah,
All right.
there we go.
All right, guys. Well, another Thursday has gone by.
Ta-da!
If you'd like us to talk about anything special, please feel free to
Let us know.
let us know.
And if you figure out what we were talking about with these zipper tabs, would you let us know that too?
Yeah. But I think you did a nice job. I think it turned out
Thank you.
pretty.
Thank you.
All right.
I think so too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for
Have a good
watching.
week.